Alright, y'all, back with another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not new here, of course, my A1 Day one's like, what's good with y'all? So we're gonna switch it up and do something a little bit different. We are going to cook today in the new kitchen. Now, by no means do you need to be trying to follow me to learn how to cook, okay? You're gonna have to follow somebody else. You're gonna have to Google, look at another creator, another YouTuber for that information. This is just so that y'all can come along with me and cook, but honey, I barely be making it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take y'all with me while I cook. And if you have any suggestions or you feel like there's something that I can add or subtract, because I'm learning as I go, drop it in the comments, but be nice, because I would hate to have to block you, okay? I'm just playing. But today I am going to be cooking salmon. This is Atlantic salmon. We got it today. So I'm gonna be cooking salmon, rice, and green beans. You want some biscuits, baby? Croissants? No? That don't go? Well, no biscuits or croissants, but we're gonna cook salmon, green beans, and jasmine rice. So let's go ahead and wash these hands and get started. Ooh, listen, when I cook, sometimes I get a little stressed out and overwhelmed, especially if I try to do something new, because once again, I can't cook for real, so I be stressed trying to do new stuff. All right, and as you can see, those boxes that are like propped up, those are the bookshelves that we have to put up. We went to IKEA, Walmart, Lowe's, got a bunch of different stuff. And those are the boxes that we got for the bookshelves, because we're gonna put them in there and do like a makeshift closet, you know. All right, now let's start preparing. I feel like I had life on my hands. You ever just get the feeling like your hands just so dirty? Like, it just feels like I had life on my hands. The one thing I'm always do is have some paper towels. I can't live without paper towels. I really can't. This is the rice that I use. It's a big bag of rice because I don't know if it's a Jamaican thing or if it's just a him thing, but my baby loves, he literally loves rice. Like, he loves white rice, not just rice, white rice. These are the green beans that I'm gonna make. I got the 4-pack because out of all the vegetables, green beans is my favorite. There's just 2 of us, only need 1 can. I was gonna put these jars away. I ordered these off of Amazon, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the juice in the jars, since why put them up? I'm gonna put the juice in them. We'll do these 2. All right, so I changed because this was already in the refrigerator. So I just go ahead and put these in the jars so that when he wants something to drink, he can just grab a jar of juice instead of having to pour it. All right. This white crayon fire too. But I had to drink it because I was left over some. Ooh. And I had to pause the vlog because not my niece calling me to ask me. She FaceTiming me, so I ignored the first one. Then she FaceTimed me again talking about baby hairs, no baby hairs on her wig. Girl, but the wig was eating, so I was like, yeah, definitely no baby hairs. But she was like, I thought it was emergency. She talking about it was emergency, but it wasn't emergency. Okay, you cute or whatever. She got that 613 in with her light skin self. How the milk get out? Child, it's a ghost in this kitchen. But I'm finna put that juice up and then we finna start cooking. Cause I know y'all like, girl, this is a cooking vlog and you ain't started cooking yet. I'm fisting too. My measuring cup literally saves my life. Well, it almost ended it just then. But I cannot make rice without this measuring cup. So when we had moved, and I had got the measuring cup and we couldn't find it. So I was like, I'm gonna try to eyeball it because I've been making rice and like, my baby say my rice is 5, right? So I was like, you know, I'm gonna try to eyeball it, see, you know, that look like, child, had to make another pot of rice. He literally went downstairs. He was like, don't worry about it, I go get it. So he went downstairs and found this measuring cup because I cannot make rice without it. So somebody walked me through how to make rice over the phone. And they was like, 1 cup of rice for 2 cups of water, and they was like, add some salt and some butter. Now the only thing I've changed with that recipe, because I literally do it like a robot the exact same way. 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water, add salt to it. The only thing I changed is I don't put butter in the water, I put olive oil. But hear me out, right? The olive oil, it just, I don't know. I feel like it tastes better. I don't know what it does. I'm not a cook. So if you like cook and you know the difference, like let me know, because I know they probably gonna eat me alive. Like, girl, what you mean olive oil? Yes. I don't know. It just tastes better to me. For a 1 cup. I hope I don't drop this trying to record it. 1 cup. And then you know you gotta tap it on the counter to make sure. That's a little bit too much. Pour some of that. Tap, tap, tap. That look like 1 cup to y'all? Let me tap it again. A little bit more than a cup. Okay, I think that's good. Got this bowl because after I measure off the rice, I pour it in here because I need this for the 2 cups of water. So I'll pour this in here. All right, and this is my rice pot, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour my water in there. More and salt. This is, I grew up on this salt, so this is the salt I still use. Oil that I use. So I just take the salt and I just shake it until something tells me that's enough salt. Like this. That's enough salt. And then olive oil, I just pour like that. And then my green beans are going in that pot. And then the salmon is going in that pot. So I just opened the green beans. They're in there. I left a little bit of water, like I pour a little bit off, and then I pour the rest of it in the pot. When it comes to my rice, I'm not going to turn the water on or the green beans on yet, because I was taught to cook rice that you cook it and you let it boil, just the water, and when the water starts to boil, then you pour the rice in there, you stir it a little bit, pot it, and then you let it, you turn it on low, and then you let it cook for 30 minutes. When I tell you I let that thing cook for 30 minutes straight, like to the T, I let it cook for 30 minutes, like 29 minutes is gonna kill me and 31 minutes is gonna take me out. Now for the green beans, we're about to season these things. For my green beans, I use minced onions, seasoning salt, onion powder, and black pepper. Now, my last apartment didn't really have a humidifier, so everything used to, like, it was so much water in the air. So I have to tap that thing on the counter to get it, you know, to get it crackling. Now, I don't really be cooking the green beans. I just heat them up, because at first I used to thought, like, you know, because I can't really cook, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna cook these. And I just like kept stirring them. I had them on medium heat, and my baby was like, you know, you don't cook green beans, you just like heat them up. And I'm like, no, I'm cooking these green beans. And I burnt them, and I was like, okay, from now on I'm gonna just heat them up. But these minced onions really make me feel like I'm cooking for real. Okay, I think that's enough. And then a little seasoned salt. Okay. And then a little onion powder. Do I need onion powder and minced onions? I don't know, but it make me feel like I'm cooking, so let me do me. I think I left too much water in here, but it's just green beans. I can always re-season them because there's definitely a lot of water in there. Let me get my cooking napkin, honey, because that thing go right here so that I can sit what I'm cooking with on there. This goes back on the stove. I will not start turning this on or cooking it until I start cooking the salmon. For my salmon, I'm basically going to season it with the exact same seasons I just seasoned my green beans with, which is the seasoned salt, the minced onions. Oh no, I won't be using minced onions, I'm lying. Onion powder, black pepper, and then I add garlic powder. Now, as you can see, this garlic powder is almost gone, but it's okay. We gotta back up, period. So that's what I season my meat with, well, this salmon. But I think I'm gonna add some Slap Your Mama, because I was looking at somebody cook salmon on TikTok and they was using Slap Your Mamas. But I need to taste this to see if this has a lot of salt to it. Because, you know, like garlic powder and onion powder, it don't really have salt. Like, it gives it flavor, but it don't give it a salt taste, right? Which is why I use seasoned salt, because it gives it that salt. But if this also use salt, then I'm gonna have to either swap it out for the seasoned salt, or I'm gonna have to use less, you know? So let's taste it. I don't really taste much salt, so, but we still gonna ease up on the seasoned salt just to be safe, because honey, my boyfriend has a higher tolerance to salt than I do. Like, my salt tolerance is very, very low. Like, something won't even be salty to nobody else, but it'll be salty to me. Sometimes when I season, I have to remember that it's 2 of us, but he don't mind, because he feels like you can always add season, you can't take it away. So, child, I remember I fried some chicken one time. When I tell you that thing was so bland, I was like, oh, because one thing about it, I ain't gonna lie. When it came to frying chicken, I fried chicken perfectly since the first time I tried. Shout out to me. Now, we're not gonna say the same thing about everything else, but when it came to chicken, I fried, it was so pretty. It was done, like, everything, it was like perfectly fried. But that thing ain't have enough season on it. It was like eating somebody's chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, child, that chicken was not seasoned. So I've learned, like, when I'm seasoning food, sometimes when I'm like, okay, that's enough season, I have to add just a little bit more, because if I feel like it's enough season, it's definitely not enough season. So, and I don't know. I know some people, ancestors be talking to them. Mine don't. My ancestors do not lead me and guide me when it comes to cooking. Because what y'all doing? Where y'all at? And my mama tried to teach me, but I ain't listening. All right. Let me wash my hands one more time, because they feel a little dirty. Because him and me is the only 2 people I cook for. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to clean salmon. I do not clean it, so I'm not even finna sit here and start washing meat like that's what I do. I do wash off everything else except salmon. So I normally start off with black pepper. And I do season both sides of my meat. I just don't season the other side as heavy. So we're gonna go in with that garlic powder. Do garlic powder go on everything? I don't know. Do I put it on everything? I do. Now we're going in with the onion powder. Now, they can never make me hate onion powder. I'm sorry. We gonna hit that seasoned salt. And we gonna sprinkle a little slap your mama. Now, this is my first time using slap your mama, so we ain't gonna do too much with this. I just seen somebody else use it on their salmon, and it looked fine. So and this is what it looks like after it's seasoned. Now I'm gonna turn on the rice. I'm gonna put that on medium, and then I'm gonna turn the green beans on. I'm gonna put on low. Normally I don't turn those on until I start cooking the salmon, but I'm gonna just turn on low, let it cook some of that water out, because it is a lot of water in there. So I just dropped the rice in the pot, 728, 30 minutes. So we have to take that thing out at exactly 7:58. Not playing. So let's go ahead, grab this olive oil, pour it in the pan so that it can start getting hot, so we can start cooking our salmon. In the next, I'm probably gonna wait about 10 minutes to cook the salmon, because the salmon is gonna be done like pretty fast. Salmon do not take long to cook at all. And I don't want the food to just be sitting there waiting on the rice, because it's so much that goes into cooking. I'm cutting off half of my head. It's so much that goes into cooking, and like people who just got it mapped down to a science, like Like growing up, I remember when my mom used to cook, my food was not, the rice wasn't cold because the chicken just came out. The chicken wasn't cold because she had to wait on the rice, like the macaroni and cheese. Like everything was hot. Like it's like it all finished at the same time. And that is a science. To be able to do that, to know, okay, start this first because it take longer. Then in the middle, you put this on. And then at the end, you do this. I be in here low-key stressed out, okay? Because like the croissants only take like, what, 8 to 10 minutes. And it's like, trying to map all of that out. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes because it's only gonna take me probably like 20 minutes to cook the salmon, and it's taking 30 for the rice. So I'm gonna wait about 10. And the green beans is just like, yeah. The green beans is like a latchkey kid. They don't need that much attention. You don't got to really do too much. They just be over there chilling. So let's go ahead and pour the oil in the pot for the salmon. Not too much, you know, just enough to get the pot cooking or whatever. I don't know if you're supposed to season the oil. I don't know if you're supposed to put more. I just put, that's all I put in there. All right, our oil feel a little hot. It's about that time. I don't know why them green beans look so plain. They don't look like not nail drop of seasoning in there. Cause what? Look at that. There's a little seasoning in there though. Turn them up. I'm trying to move y'all to get a better angle, and I almost swiped the salmon right off the counter with my phone cord. Oh, always did. Only when I'm vlogging. Looking a little oily. All right. The charger's working. The salmon is cooking. I always have to eyeball it because I don't be knowing how long stuff's supposed to cook. So I just eyeball it and see like what it looks like it's done. When it starts browning like it's supposed to. Growing up, my mom used to always try to teach me how to cook, and I never want to learn. Like, I was lazy as can be because my sister knew how to cook. So it's like, why do I need to know how to cook? Because I knew if I learned how to cook, I was going to have to cook. So I did not want to learn no matter how much she showed me, no matter how much she tried to teach me. And I would purposely do stuff wrong when she would call me in the kitchen to ask me to help her. Like, she'd be like, cut up these potatoes small, and I cut them up big. Cut them up big, and I cut them up small, like I was illiterate or something. And she used to just cuss and kick me out of the kitchen. And I used to be like, yeah, because no, go get your other daughter. Now, my sister been cooking since we was knee-high to a grasshopper. I wish I would have learned. I really do, because, honey, my skills is limited. Salmon, thank God, is not too hard to cook. And my boyfriend has patience with me while I learn. But it is not for the weak. And y'all see the gold utensils, because, yeah. I ordered them off Amazon. I will drop the link in the description box if you want to go copy your set. This set came in, it was like 50 something. It has the little forks, the big fork. So this is the little one, this is the big one, which I probably need this big one actually. Then it has the little spoon and the big spoon. And when I tell you like big, like this is a big spoon. Like this is the big one, this is the little one. It came with butter knives. Came with straws. And they like, I don't know if this is metal or what it is, but they came with straws. One's a bendy straw and one's a straight straw. So I'm a straw girly. I drink everything out of a straw. So when I seen the straws, I was like, oh, most definitely getting a set with the straws. All right, so because I've only cooked one side of this, I feel like I can use my hand to flip this. But after I flipped it and it's cooked on the cooked side, I'm not using my hand. Oh. It's popping a little bit. It just popped me on the wrist. Oh. Baby, what time is it? 1954.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about no military time.
7:54.
7:54. This man has his clock on his phone in military time. And I be like, what time it is? And he be like, 20:02. If you don't tell me what time it is, I swear people who have their phone in military time think they better than the rest of us. Cause I be clueless. But like the software we use at work to put in time, so like if one of my associates forget to clock in, clock out, if I have to edit a punch because they thought it was slick and they stayed on the clock when they wasn't supposed to, you have to type in the military time. So like if they say, oh, I forgot to clock out at 4, if you put 4:00, it's gonna register 4 o'clock in the morning. So when I'm doing that, I have to do it in military time because that's how you have to edit the time, and I have to count on my fingers. So I'll be like 4, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like I have to count on my fingers. So I'm slowly learning it, but only serial killers count military time when they don't have to. But even though I do not know military time, I do know the phonetic alphabet, unfortunately, because of prison, because everything is in the phonetic alphabet. So like A dorm is Alpha, B dorm is Bravo, and so on. So when they call in for anything, it's always, you know, Charlie dorm, Delta dorm. So I learned that because of being in prison. Like the dorms are named after the phonetic alphabet. I guess that's how they kept it simple. I don't know why these green beans ain't cooking, because this water still is in there. It ain't boiled out yet. But look at my salmon. Can't tell me that salmon don't look like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, look at that salmon. Ain't she pretty? Yeah, she pretty. And that rice is almost done, because yeah, these green beans refuse. I'm about to put them on high, because honey, ain't nobody got time to keep waiting on you, because the water need to do the little sizzle and get on up out that pot. But you see it. Yeah. And so it is 7:58. So guess what time it is? Yeah. Time to turn that rice off, and that rice is done. Like you can't make me believe that rice ain't fine. Period. Because I cook it the same exact way every single time, and it comes out right, like a robot. I told you. Ooh. Y'all gotta see it. First of all, child, let me move my charger for a minute. But yeah, you see what them green bean is doing. It looked like I gave him a whooping, because now they hollering. Because yeah, you should have been doing that. Now I could turn it down some, but they're like they didn't want to cook. Sure did put them on high. Yeah, because what was you doing? Doing all that. But let's take out this rice, because yeah. You see how pretty that rice look? Period. It's done. The green beans, of course, they done, because they just heat up. And this salmon is almost done. Because yeah. Victory lap. Victory dance. Salmon is making enough noise, so it's time for it to come out. The pot. Okay. Oh! Yeah, the salmon. Ooh. I should have got a spatula trying to be cute and get it out the pot with a fork. Well, let me tell you something. I'm glad he went outside so I could talk about him a little bit. That thing popped me in my chin. Just disrespectful. Get off the fire. I don't know what kind of callous men be having on their hands, but he swear nothing be hot. Like, he swears nothing be hot. So when I finish cooking, I fix our food, and then I sit down with eat. You know, I take my time eating, because I swear, like, he don't eat fast, but his food be gone fast. Like, he don't like, but you look, he got a plate full of food, you talk, and then you look, the food is gone. And he eats fast, but I just eat. And then I get up after the pots and everything's cooled down, and that's when I start washing the dishes. Now, granted, he is amazing, so he eats fast. He'll sit there and wait on me to finish eating. He'll grab my plate and he'll bring it in here and he'll wash the dishes. Love him, like love him. He will wash the dishes, clean the kitchen most times, right? I'm talking about probably 8 times out of 10 he does that. He hates folding clothes. I hate washing dishes, so he automatically, like, he migrates towards washing dishes faster. Now I still do wash dishes, but he'll migrate towards washing dishes faster. And of course I fold the clothes probably like 99% of the time because I wash them and then I just fold them. But he swear nothing be hot, and I'm like, oh, I'm waiting on the pots to cool off. He'll just grab the pot and just be touching on the bottom like, it's not hot. Sir. Or if I'm trying to get something out of the oven and I got to get the gloves and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna drop, it's going. He'll just come grab the. I don't know what kind of callus or what kind of like Iron Man hands you got, but who not finna just be touching stuff? Listen, I would let this pot sit here and cool off for 2 hours before I come talking about, okay, now I'm finna touch it and wash it. That's why he was just like, you okay? Cause he's talking about I'm so easily to burn. You okay? Thank you, baby. But he would have came and picked this salmon out the pot, and I'm not doing all that. I'm not training for the cooking Olympics. Like, not doing all that. So I'm finna fix our plates. We finna eat. Oh, I think he watching. Oh Lord, my little victory dance. I was doing it while he's not looking. But he did tell me I act like Keke Palmer. He says every time he sees like something of Keke Palmer, he said that I remind him of Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer remind him of me. I love Keke, Team Keke. So anywho, but yeah, I'm finna fix our place. Then we're gonna eat. I'm probably gonna talk him into putting up these bookshelves, and might as well vlog that too. But anyways. Thank y'all for cooking with me. If you have any recipes or anything that you think that I should try to cook, then of course drop them in the description. Now, don't do too much, right? Don't get in there and be like, oh girl, I think you should do filet mignon. Like, I think you should do lobster tail. And come on now, let's be realistic, because I can't cook for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there. But I do need some suggestions because I can't keep cooking the same thing over and over. Like, listen, I can't keep doing that. So just drop them in there. Something slight. We're gonna start out slow, but I probably am gonna turn this into a series with y'all cooking with me, because of course I could learn, just keep watching videos, but sometimes people see stuff that you don't see, like how I put the oil in the rice. You might be like, oh girl, if you use this kind of oil, it come out better. Or instead of me seasoning my green beans with what I season it with, you be like, oh, this season right here be fire on green beans, you know? So that's what the purpose of the series is for, because I love y'all and I know y'all gonna keep it real. All right, but I'm gonna fix these plates because I know he hungry. I don't know if this is ghetto, but this is what I do. So I buy paper plates. I actually got this back today because we was out of paper plates. And then I take the paper plate. And it goes on top of a plate because this ceramic plate is sturdy, okay? This is very flimsy. So it goes on top. Like this. Baby, you ready to eat? Okay. All right, place is fixed. I'm about to grab a juice. It's gonna be the one I was drinking out the bottle. I just dried those up, but it's cold. And for myself, I am going to drink, oh, I want to try this. I got this caramel water. I haven't tried this flavor. It's strawberry lemonade. I've tried the blueberry and the green one, which is watermelon wild berry. So that's what I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink the caramel, and then I'm gonna grab this for the handsome fellow. Here you go, baby. All All right, well, I thank y'all for tuning in to my cook with me video. I'm about to say grace, give glory and thanks to God, and then we're gonna eat this food. So I hope y'all have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.